Hey guys, so welcome to another episode of Richie's Gaming Gadgets and Gizmos, and our focus today is on RC, and here I have the LiteHawk ICON. Now it's called the ICON, but it has a very distinctive look. It looks exactly like something called the Mini from England. It looks like a Mini, right? But it's not trademark Mini, and it actually does have some attributes that makes it not exactly like the Mini, but as you can see, it looks like a Mini, right? So this is, great for car park. This is great for parking lot racing, right? Get a couple of these together and you can run them. And the good thing about this is that with the frequency that you can have lots of these running together. There's no issues of crosstalk or any interference between different cars. So multi-channel system. So yeah, so with that being said, let's take out the box. Now, one other feature to note, it does say that this is an all-wheel drive car, so this is all-wheel drive, and 2.4 gigahertz digital system, obviously, and you even see at the back here, it lets you race with endless friends without the worry of frequencies or channels. So there you go. And yeah, this is ready to run. Take it out, plug in the batteries in the controller, charge up the main battery, and you're good to go. So let's take it out and go from there. Now, as you guys know, I like my packaging. I don't rip the box apart because you never know, you may need to return it. Let's put this here a second. What else do we have here? The controller. I'll show you out the other side. How about that? Easier. And they have the branding and everything there as well. Push that out. Alright, nicely done. What about this? I like about this company. I believe it's Canadian. I could be wrong. I think this is a Canadian company, but I love the way they package these things. And LiteHawk is known for pretty much anything to do with vehicles, right? Radio control vehicles, slot car racing, all kinds of really cool stuff. I love them. All right, let's put this box aside. Okay, look at that in a second. So here's the car. And we have the control in here. So I'm going to do it first. Let's keep the best for last. Let's just take out the controller. Of course, the popular controller form factor nowadays is the gun form factor. The traditional ones would be like, like the flat with the forward and backwards on the left side, and then you have the steering on the right side. But I like the gun form factor myself. Comfortable. Is that the box? All right, controller here. Nice. Oh, sweet. We have these soft wheels, very smooth, and there's 4 of them. You can guess what that's for, right? If you want it to be doing drifting on a smooth surface like a tile or hardwood floor, these soft, smooth, plasticky feeling tires would give you that fun driving effect. I believe that's what those are for. So in here we have some tools it comes with. This is a mini, I should call it micro Phillips head. Have another nut driver there for nuts. And we have some additional parts and a mini hex tool and some other parts here as well. These here keep the cover on the car, and extra pieces here. I think that's for the suspension, I'm guessing, or for the steering. But those are the spare parts, which is good. What's good about this company as well, if you go on the website, they do have a ton of spare parts for these things. And because obviously with racing, RC cars, you know, you may have damaged components, wear-all-worn components, and these guys say that this stuff can run for a very long time because they have great replacement parts available. A great library of replacement parts available. Here's our charger, and it charges via USB. You put the battery in here, and when the light's on red, it's charging. When it's on green, it's finished charging. Pretty self-explanatory. So what I'm going to do right now, so we've seen our tires. I'm going to put my spare tools back in the little bag because it's a new system, so I have no need for the toys right now. And it's ready to run, so I don't need to use the tools or anything, but these tools are for that. This obviously for if you want to change the wheels. This is the wheel tool, right? But right now, we are going to just charge it up and run it as is in a parking lot and have some fun. Now, they do say on the packaging that this can go up to 35 kilometers per hour, or for you Americans, that's 20 miles per hour. So that should be pretty fun, especially for like young children or teenagers who want to get into entry-level RC racing. That is a comfortable speed. So I'm going to put these over here for now. Looks at the charger. Now this is just the quick start guide here, as you can see. Right, and it is very nicely well done. This is 14 plus rated for, right? So not for very young kids, but you know, young teens. And in the book, opens out nicely, talks, and it's very well illustrated. As you can see here, we have with the LiteHawk, you have the diagrams. It shows you how to, and it's in English and French. This is the French side because we're in Canada here. So there's the English side. So you know the control setup, getting started, calibrating and pairing, installing the battery before you play, and installing the battery here again for the controller. All right, the controller needs 4 fresh AA's. Goes on the back here. And we're going to look at the controller in a second, but as you can see, really nicely done. And then here we have the, what's this about? Just the warranty information, I guess. So it gives you the website, and the website where you can go and order extra parts, as I talked about. And yeah, so this goes into all the guidelines, and this is actually in more depth. This is like a quick start guide. This is more an in-depth guide, right? Controller functionality, the vehicle, parts and tech, a YouTube channel, and of course they have it in French here as well. And I believe it's just English and French. Yes, English and French. Lovely. Now, I strongly recommend, guys, that check out the website and check out the YouTube content as well, because they have a ton of other creator control vehicles, off-road, you name it. All right, great stuff. And seeing that Christmas is soon coming up, this might be a good time to check them out. Now there's the controller. So it's the gun form factor that I'm talking about. Very comfortable, depending if you're a lefty or a righty. I'm right-handed by using my left hand to control it, and as you can see, it's pretty straightforward, right? Hold the controller in your hand and use your index finger to control the speed, and then just the steering right here, right? At the back here, we have our additional controls here, and this is really nice, very nice. And these dials do work, trim, receive and transmit LEDs, lovely. And there's a little thing here so you can put like a lanyard and put it around your neck or something so you don't drop it. That comes separately. And here's your on-off switch. And it has 3, channel 4. So we have a couple of switches here. Alright, and I guess one of them is for power and one of them is for channel. Channel selection. We will confirm that in the manual. But as you can see, it's pretty nicely built. And in here is where, if I can take it out, get it out. It's where you put your 4 AA batteries. Now the fun part, the vehicle itself. So nicely packaged, 2 wire ties in the back, or those plastic ties they call them, whatever. They're in the back here. I'm gonna unclip them. There you go. Oh, some good weight to it. So you know you got a really nice vehicle, nice suspension in the front and rear. It's amazing how far RC cars have come, right? Because there used to be like the hardcore hobbyists, which were really expensive. Then you had the really cheap toys, very cheap. And now there seems to be a merge where you can get affordability. You can get that hobby style RC experience for the price of what you would normally pay for a toy RC, right? So it's really come a long way. And as I said, these are really great entry level for kids who are really going to want to get into the world of RC. So I just take off those 4 clips. But before we go into the thing, as you can see, it really does have that look like a British Mini. Has just to the naked eye, you think straight off the bat it is, but it's not branded that, right? For obvious reasons, copyright and all that. But it really does look like a Mini. It's impressive. And for a road vehicle, like, you know, if you want to do parking lot racing, I think this is a really nice looking vehicle indeed. Now on the packaging I saw there was this blue one and there was like a red one behind it, but I've been looking online and so far I just see this in blue only. I'm hoping that this does come in red and maybe other colors, we will see. And I'm guessing this recently just came out this year in 2023. Anyway, I'm going to take the top off here. Ooh, so that's good. Good thing I didn't rip the thing off. These lights actually do light up the front, LED lights, because we do have our LED light plug here. And looking closely in here, I'll just bring the camera so you can get a bit of closer look. So here we have our motor here. Looks pretty nice. I'm guessing this is brushless. We have our steering assembly here at the front. Right? And the servo is right here for the steering. So in the spare parts, remember these 2 black things that we saw in there? So those are the servo arms, right? Spare servo arms, and that's a servo arm right here. It connects the servo itself to the steering mechanism to make it turn. And then here is the, right here would be the controller, right? That's responsible for, of course, managing communications between your controller and your servo and your motor here on the vehicle. Your servo for steering, your motor for propulsion. And then of course we have our battery, lithium ion, and we have our shocks at the front, which are nice, and the back have that double wishbone look. I think we see a double wishbone suspension front and back. And these are the nice rubber tires, right? And as we saw, it's really cool to make this fun. And I didn't know this came with it. This is gonna be fun, and I will do a video on that as well. You can actually change these rubber tires for these small, smooth, drifting like tires, right? So you can drift and have some fun with that. And for drifting, obviously, to get the best effects, do it on a nice indoor tiled surface or like a hardwood floor or something, right? But this is what it looks like on the inside. The battery comes out obviously very easily. Take this clip off and move this to the side. So I'm going to charge this. So this is our battery here. 7.4 volt, 1200 milliampere hour. And yeah, and it's an LiPo battery. So that is the LiteHawk ICON. LiteHawk ICON. I'm going to put the cover back on. You want to charge the battery up on this thing, and then we're going to take her out on the road and give her a test drive. And actually later today after doing that, because I have a son who's into RC, so he's going to race this. We're going to have some fun racing this in the parking lot after I charge that. I actually want to race that against one of these. This is LiteHawk. They came up with this model a couple of years ago, so I'm going to actually race. We're going to race these two. I'll take this one. He's going to take this one. All right, but it should be fun. And they're both rated for around the same speed. So stock out the box, it'd be interesting to see how this fares against to the tracks. But anyway, for this particular video right now, I really want to show you guys how well this runs from LiteHawk, because this is a really cool looking, really cool car, and I do have high expectations on how well it performs. So let's charge this up and let's take this out, give it a test drive. So what I did, as you can see, I just plugged the unit into the side of my laptop, and I have the battery here plugged into here and on the other side here, and as you can see the charge light is on. So I'm going to come back and just time, see how long it takes to charge, but yeah, let's wait and see.